Hi, I'm Yvonne McCoy, business women strategist. I help women to elegantly navigate and align their business and personal lives so they can have greater impact. So this week, I want to talk about a personal experience that I think you may share with me. I'm so far behind, I now think I'm first. Anyway, years ago, as a gag gift, my managers gave me a poster of some mountain goats. They were on one side of the mountain was the herd of mountain goats, and on the other side, still coming up the mountain, was one lone goat that was so far behind it thought it was first. And this is a situation or a feeling that I think happens to all of us. And it could be because of the holidays or a personal emergency. It could be a business situation, or it could be all of the above. The question is, how do you get through this, not just one time, but every single time? And believe it or not, the perfect answer is not what you would think. This is actually an answer, is actually a perfect opportunity for you to think out of the box and do it different than you've done it before. I'm going to suggest that you look at the situation and think of a way to handle it that may not seem instinctive at all. I want you to ask yourself, what is the highest return on my time and energy? And what are my false obligations in this situation? And false obligations are things that are not really true, but things that we've done over and over again through time. It may be because this is the way my family always does it. This is the way I've always done it in business, but it isn't necessarily true. And so when you take a look at these things, you're going to find that you can eliminate a lot of the things that are on your list. And so for me, stopping and calming down is an important step. You've heard me say before, what's going right? So it takes you out of that catastrophizing mindset. And this means that you might also use this opportunity to do some self-care. And for me, this is the seated Tai Chi that I've talked about. When you look at what's left, I still have one other question to ask yourself. When you've looked at the false obligations and the timelines that you've given yourself, because these are the unrealistic stresses that you've put on yourself. So when I step back, I can cut back. I can spend time on things like really thinking about my clients who've been in this situation or some other situation that they really need me to give them some good direction on, something that maybe is different than I've done before. It's also important because it lets me focus on the things that are important. And it takes some of the craziness out when you give yourself permission to stop overextending yourself. All right. So I want to help you as you're going forward in 2020 to maybe take some bolder action and keep the momentum going and look at that return on time and energy and those false obligations. If you're serious about what you want and you really want to achieve the goals that are important to you, I'm going to suggest that you download my free I'm Ecstatic Life Planning System. It's going to help you to think about the quality of your life as you progress towards your life goals. And you can get it at going to YvonneMcCoy.com/adept living. That's ADEPT living, LIVING. And it'll give you a chance to really kind of prioritize the things that are in your life and to see what's really important to you and what you're not spending time on. So I don't want you just to download it. I want you to make sure that you use it. And I'm willing to help you. I mean, that's one of the things I think that is so important is when you're making change to get support. So do this, download it, use it, contact me if you need help doing it, and let me know if there are other things that you would like me to talk about. So if you're feeling that you're so far behind that you now think you're first, this will help you with that. So have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week.